Hey guys, this is Riz and thank you for stopping by this channel. If napadpad ka man dito, either napilit kita or napadpad ka lang dito randomly. So, I am Riz and this time I am going to share to you a few tips and tricks how to overcome fear and anxiety. So, I think lahat ng sasabihin ko this time would be applicable in a lot of situations. May it be during nowadays where there is a pandemic or whether you are going to try something new. These tips would really be applicable. So I hope you'd stay longer, stay for a while, and journey with me through this video. So tip number 1 in overcoming your fear and anxiety would be preparation. Again, number 1, preparation. So I think it's nice to really know what you are going to encounter. You can research about it. One example would be going out or siguro first time mong lalabas during this quarantine. So it would be best if you are prepared. You have to be mindful of the things that you are going to bring with you, your mask, your alcohols, about the rules, quarantine rules, about the rules in your city, and even the places or route that you are going to take. So if you're here in the Philippines, you have to take note what are the procedures that you are going to undergo when you enter in an establishment or when you ride the jeepney, etc., etc. So also when it comes to like trying something new, you really have to prepare yourself, not just emotionally but also spiritually, financially, and yeah. Second tip would be for you to overcome your fear and anxiety is process your emotions. And I think the best thing to do to process your emotions would be journaling or writing about it. So context lang no, it's not because I'm a creative writer, it's just that I think na very essential yung writing and it's a very nice handy skill, a must-have skill for any person, any human being. It is to journal or write down what you are feeling as of that moment. So let's say you are doing a new thing for, let's say, in a week or two, you have to journal every day or every moment that you are feeling okay or not feeling okay. You have to write them down. So let's say you are going to a place, it would be your first time going out from your home. You have to write down why you're fearful, write down the reasons why you feel anxious, or kung bakit di mo ma-detect yung roots ng fear mo, ganyan. Also, when you want to try something new, an example would be applying for a new job. I think it is best to write down on your journal, sit down and process everything, write down the pros and cons, write down the things that you don't want to happen and things that you think would happen, and later on you realize that those things are just all in your mind. Actually, you're just overthinking things. But when you write them down, you'd really have this new outlook or new point of view that would just let you see na, oh, nailatag ko na lahat yung mga fears or nailatag ko na lahat ng mga reasons kung bakit I am not feeling okay or not feeling palaban in this certain kind of situation that is going to happen. So next tip would be, kanina nabanggit ko na, is to weigh the pros and cons of this thing that you are going to try. Best example would be lately I applied for a job. It's not entirely new job, but it was for a promotion, but an entirely different kind of position na very challenging for me. if I happen to be accepted on that certain job. So what I did was I wrote down the pros and cons. If I'd be hired, what are the pros? And if I'd be hired, what are the cons? So the pros would be I'd get a higher salary, also get to try and learn new skills and learn new processes. The cons would be it would be an entirely different environment, different set of people that I am going to work with, or baka mahirapan ako mag-adjust, yada yada. So, kung di man ako matanggap or I wouldn't get the promotion, the pros would be I get to stay on a really warm office with a good set of people that I am already familiar with and close with. The cons would be I'd stay on my comfort zone, or baka lang mabansot ako dahil hindi ako nakaka-learn ng bagong things, hindi mas nasa-stretch yung potentials ko, capabilities, etc. etc. And as is yung salary ko, which is still a good salary pa rin naman. So that would be another issue, no? So next thing, or next tip, fourth tip actually, is to cling upon the right people. If not people, the right person. So given na yan, the right person to cling on to is the Lord. So He's constant, He's never changing, He's always there, He's always powerful, He's always so majestic, and He's always in control. But when I say you have to cling upon the right people, is that may it be your parents or your close friends or your someone that you really feel comfortable. So if you get to talk to them, make use of the time na nakaka-communicate ka sa kanya. May it be him or her sending good vibes to you, encouraging you, or may it be you expressing to them what are your plans for the future, or what are the changes in your life as of that moment. So yun, tamang tiwala at dikit lang sa mga taong you really trust and you feel safe with. During this season of, let's say, uncertainty, we are very prone to being fearful and anxious. Fifth tip would be memorize and cling upon one or two verses that make you fearless. So one verse would be, "Fear not, for I am with you." So it was God saying, Jesus saying, "Fear not, for He is with us." Another would be my favorite verse, "For all things work together for good for those who love Him and those who are called according to His purpose." So, kung anumang mangyari, may it be a good thing or a bad thing would happen, you'd feel reassured and assured that everything would add up, and eventually you'd say that all these things na nangyari sa life mo or mangyayari sa life mo would be beneficial for you as a person, or as someone who is growing in faith. So the second to the last tip would be, you have to internalize the fact that you have nothing to lose. So I think this tip would be best applicable to trying something new, just like applying for a new job. So I had to really understand and feel the assurance that I have nothing to lose if I try this one. I have nothing to lose but my chance. So let's say kung hindi ako nag-apply for that promotion, I think I wouldn't forgive myself for not trying man lang, no? Or I wouldn't forgive myself for losing that chance. So yeah, so in everything that we do, we have to understand that I think it's really a matter of trusting yourself or not trusting yourself also. If you try to study a new course or undergo new trainings, etc., things that you'd really want to try in the very first place. So, minsan kasi sa buhay natin, hindi minsan, but most of the times really, mas napapangunahan tayo ng self-doubt, mas napapangunahan natin yung future. We tend to imagine things na, baka mangyari to, or baka things would turn out na not leaning or not in favor on our own end. Pero actually guys, we're just making these things up, polluting our very own mind, ruining our very own dreams. Kasi actually, if you just tend to journey on this kind of things, you'd really realize na things would turn out great eventually. It's far different from the things that we imagined them to be. So the 7th tip would be, last tip na to guys, remember the things or these phrases na very phrases already. One is just do it. It's from, I forgot if it's Adidas or Nike. So just do it. So applicable to sa mga instances na you are, let's say, 30 seconds away from what you are going to do, or like a minute or less, or like submitting your application forms or submitting a craft if someone called for let's say a call for submissions for writings, movies, films, music, etc. So just do it, just click it, just send your application, just send your CV, just send your craft, your work, your art, etc., etc. Another phrase would be seize the day. So just seize the day. Do things that would make you feel good, make you feel happy, make you feel proud of yourself. And wag mo palampasin yung araw na wala kang nagagawang something new and something nice for yourself. Another would be, hindi na siya phrase, pero a word. The word would be Geronimo. Hayaan mo na, tumalon ka na if there's a new thing that you'd want to try. Geronimo. Just do it. Just jump. Just, let's say, bahala na. Or just drop that pride of yours, or drop that anxiety or like fearful side of you. So yes, those are the 7 tips that I have came up with lately. I hope you learned something new, and I think if you're really someone just like me who just started doing videos or creating content for different platforms, just like YouTube or whatnot, just do it. Geronimo, try something new, do not overthink, and cling upon the right person, which is the Lord, or cling upon the people that you really trust or you feel safe with. So if you are someone who really like to try creating content for the platform YouTube, you can comment below your ideas, or if you want to belong to a community of believers just like me, believers that also happen to be creators or content creators, just PM me and we'd include you in that community. We have some Facebook group chats and Facebook groups for you to try, and for you to just find people who are undergoing the same kind of season, the season of trying something new. So with all these things going on, pandemic, etc., wars going on, I bet you'd want to try something that would just make you feel that I'm doing something for the better, or I'm trying something new to solve a certain issue or certain matter. So, depende kung anong pinaglalaban mo sa buhay. And us, it just happened to be advancing spiritual health and helping other people to really grow in faith and grow spiritually. So, that would be all. I hope you like this video, and if you'd want to comment some suggestions, you can do so. I'd really try my best to try those suggestions from you guys, and If you someone new here, comment below and let us know if we could like reach you out, or you could help us, and we in turn could also help you grow in this kind of Christian community in YouTube. So this has been Riz with you in praying for blessings and peace.